What's up, friends? This is Jazz bringing you another episode of Let's Play Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. In the last episode, I think we got a chick, I believe, Patty. So now I'm just going to save and go to sleep, or go to sleep and save, actually, that's the right word for it. And don't take this the wrong way. As I said again, it's a discussion I'm going to have. I'm just going to do my best with the sync. Hopefully my voice isn't too bad, but I'm not going to over-stress about it. Something has been going wrong with my narration in some parts. I have no idea why. I mean, it would end up, while I'm recording, it would seem okay, but then it would just kind of end up being a bit out of sync. I was lucky the last video I did was only a bit out of sync, and it could still be workable. Alright, I'm gonna see. No, still too young. Ironic, I made a mistake later in the series and I got the other one pregnant, or Janny. But things happen that way, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna check to see, how do you even know when a cow is fully mature? Because it doesn't really say. It shows them, but it doesn't really say. Because all cows can look a little different. I think. I mean, I don't know if they have a full black face if he's grown or not, but I don't think they do. I mean, not all of them. I don't think all of them do. I'm really working on getting a lot of chickens in the farm, because they'll be one of the main sources of income. I've recorded some more videos for this, and I have, one chicken or one, male, and I don't know how many, 4 female, I think, by the end of my recording at this point. Yeah, let's just look at some of the info. Well, that does not help at all. But anyway, I was going to give you a bit of an update too, otherwise I got the comic that I won. And eventually I'm going to do a review on it. Maybe. But I don't know. I'm not 100% certain. And I just realized I don't know if I was even supposed to say that. Whether it was supposed to be a surprise or not, but hopefully though, only the person who wants, the review done. Well, not, it's hard to explain. Oh, I can't always tell, when the cows are fully mature, the good news is there is going to be a baby, but the bad news is the wrong cow. And we got some milk. I mean, I honestly don't know why the lack of milk has been happening. I mean, well, let's just hope that, I think, I will have the money by the time this new calf is born, once I get that one pregnant, or Jenny pregnant, that I'll be able to get the other one pregnant. And then I'll be able to get the calf pregnant, I don't know really, it's kind of confusing how this game works. Oh, hi lamb chops. It was a while since I uploaded one of these videos though. Again, guess a lot of my other videos were being uploaded. Is why, like, I'm trying to get, like, this series, oh, hello, Van. But anyway, this series is, like, not that I don't like doing it, like, I know some people enjoy it, right? But this series is probably the one I put on hold the most because this takes the longest to end, and this one also has the least story to it. So, I want to get the story-driven plots a head start. And once, like, this will always be up for a while. This is going to be a long series. Unless I decide to end it after the second or third chapter. Because there is 8 chapters and they're all pretty much the same idea. Except the first year and the second year are probably the most different. Because first year you gotta focus on getting married. Second year is one of the main focuses on raising your child. And it has a lot of similarities of what you do for the whole game, so... The only difference you will notice is that if you keep on working, you'll get more money. Right? Your money will improve and your resources to get money will improve as time goes on. That is, like, probably the only differences in the whole game. Where other series or games like Harvest Moon DS and Animal Parade, for the biggest difference, has stories to them. Like Harvest Moon DS is similar in one or two ways of this game, but like it has an idea of a story. And Animal Parade, I said, of all the series, has like the biggest difference in story plot. Like, in the Animal Parade, you obviously gotta ring all 5 bells to restore, where you live. And you have to be a farm, too, you have to farm as well. Jeez, I forget what I was gonna say. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say is that this game is pretty much the same the whole playthrough, in a way. Like, through all 8 chapters, it's similar. Where a game like Animal Parade has not only farming aspect, but story as well. So, like, this is basically the basic farming game, this version of Harvest Moon. And it's more relaxing, in a way. Like, I'd still say Animal Parade was one of my favorite Harvest Moon games, because, for one, you can have up to 2 children, that's my biggest factor in it. Where, this one you only have 1 child, and the child always looks the same, almost. Well, there's 3 options to pick, depending on who you marry, right? And also in the Harvest Moon, I don't know whether it's the Harvest Moon Special Edition or the Harvest Moon Another Wonderful Life, but one of those 2 will give you option for a girl at a rare circumstance, where this one is always a boy and always the same except for the differences in marriage. So, like, if you marry Buffy, for example, the boy will have yellow hair, like his mother. If you marry Celia, then the hair might be, like, you and Celia's hair color are similar, so it'll look more like you. Or if you marry Nami, like who I'm planning on marrying, it'll have red hair, like his mother. And there are differences in personalities, like, depending on how you raise your son. But each of the sons have different strengths in a certain particular attribute, depending on the parent you marry. But it's like, the Animal Parade is an interesting franchise of a game. It's a little bit, what was I going to say? It's a little bit hard, like, it's difficult. Don't get me wrong, like, for example, I would really have to put aside and think whether if I was going to decide to do an Animal Parade Let's Play, because that would take a majority of my time. If I was ever going to do an Animal Parade LP, as I said, I would have to make sure I have next to no other LPs on my agenda. Because the majority of my time would have to be, ooh, hello, Nami! Here's your gift. But the majority of my time would have to be focused on that particular Let's Play. Because it would take so long to do, that I'd have to take the majority of my time recording it. Because it really takes like a long time to play that game. I don't think I've ever fully finished the Animal Parade. I don't think I've ever fully finished this game either. But to be fair, there's there's like over 10 years in this game. So it takes a while, and it's also the same in a way. So there's no real need to complete past maybe the second, third year. Or third chapter, I mean. But the Animal Parade, I never fully finished it because it is very difficult. I've never rang all the bells. I have rang up to 4 before, which for me is an accomplishment, but I have never fully rang the purple bell, which means you have to have at least so many friends and ask what their wish is. That is difficult, because you have to know what to give everyone. Now, to be fair, they don't all have to be bachelors or bachelorettes, but there's only so many people in the game that you can ask wishes to. So you have to, out of all the people, it's hard to find people that will be easy to make friends with. Well, not easy. I know not everyone is easy, but there are some really challenging people to befriend in that game, because some of the items are next to impossible or very difficult to obtain. Some you can only get in certain seasons, some you need a lot of money for. But I did manage to have a kid, but the kid was like only a baby, they never fully grew up. But you can have 2 kids in that game. You can have 2 boys, 2 girls, 1 of each. But each of them are different. There's not much of a difference in what they look like. They almost always turn out to look like the opposite parent of yourself. Like, oftentimes I go for Toby or Maya, depending on the gender I pick, because they are the easiest to woo, by far. Well, actually, that is always 100% true. There's 1 or 2 others that aren't bad gift-wise to woo. The only problem is that they don't come till later in the game, so you'll have a big disadvantage there, because you'll have to wait for a certain bell to be rung, or a certain time of the year, for them to enter. Like, one of the other easiest ones is like you need 2 to 3 bells rung. So you'd have to work really, really hard to get them, you know. I mean, to be fair, I don't think you have to marry someone within the first year. You can have 2 or more years to marry, but still. I've made a video before where I made a rant about Harvest Moon, and yes, a lot of it still holds true in some ways, but there are some of them that I am okay with. As I said, like the Animal Parade, this game. Thank you for standing up. But there are some games in the Harvest Moon franchise that are just like, what the hell? I know, changing the subject, but it's snowing outside where I live. I just looked up and noticed that. I mean, yes, I'm paying attention to the game, right? But I'm post-narrating so I can see what's going on outside, too. And, oh my god, it's snowing. Come on, isn't it almost April, for God's sake? Oh yeah, April Fools. Well, I don't know whether I'll participate in that this year. I mean, I don't think I did last year. But I don't know really what I could do that's original. A lot of people have done things before, and I usually go random on my channel. So, like, I am mostly a Let's Player, but I will do openings and reviews occasionally, like, and yes, if for better or for worse, will eventually come back. Oh, thanks. But it's just, like, I have a lot of other things that I have that I'm doing as well. Like, I am thinking of a top list. I'm gonna have to really get my priorities for this channel 100% straight. But, to be fair, I'm busy with light things as well, like work, and that does take 6 hours of my time. Yes, I know, yeah, 6 hours in the course of 3 days doesn't seem like a big deal. But remember what I've said in one of the I said something in another video. I don't know if it's been uploaded yet, but the work there is mentally draining for me. Even no matter if it's short amount of hours, it's mentally draining. So that, like, by the time I get home from that 2-hour shift, I won't want to do much, but maybe watch a video. I might record something, right? But the majority of my time I want to relax at first, because it takes a lot out of me mentally. So, I really, like, once I figure out how to completely handle work and it becomes easier for me, then I will have a straight schedule of everything I have to do. I mean, I need to exercise, for God's sake. And I never did that in a while. So I have to put a lot of, decide really where my priorities stand. But anyway, I think I will get ready to end this episode off because it's getting close to ending, or the video. So if you enjoyed this, give it a big thumbs up. I try to upload at least one video every single day. So I'll see you in the next episode of Harvest Moon, a Wonderful Life. I will see you guys next time and enjoy the end of the video. Bye!